What's good with you guys, man? It's Grind Life Productions back at it again with another video. Hope you guys been doing good. I hope you guys been taking care of yourselves, and most importantly, I hope you guys have been learning from your mistakes because yeah, we make mistakes every single day, but it's n- it's all about learning from those mistakes really because you can make the same mistake 1,000 times and still not learn from it just because you're not a not even to say just because you're not aware, but mainly just because of the fact that A, you're probably not locked in, or B, you just don't want to do the right thing. And it could be either A or either B, or sometimes it could be both. But it really all depends on you. It really all depends on you because you're going to get to a certain point where you feel like, I done made this mess. I done slipped up so many times. I made this mistake so many times, and I think it's time to change. And I feel like when when that point, when that hits you in life, like as a man, it just feels like you about to go through like a metamorphosis, and it's time to go through like a great change because it's like now you know what the problem is and now you know what you got to do to fix it because you're tired of it. You're tired of going through that cycle and you're starting to understand that you got to learn from your past mistakes. You don't have to stay down forever. You can get up. You can get up, but you got to want it. You got to want it. The change, it doesn't just happen. Your situation, your life, it doesn't just turn around overnight because you got to put some work into that. You got to put some work into that. It's all about the grind. It's all about the long-term grind. It's all about the actions that you put in. It's all about the work that you put in, and you got to want it. You have to want it because if you don't want it, if you don't put in that work, if you don't handle your business, if you don't do what you're supposed to do, then nothing is going to go right. Nothing is going to go right. So it's all on you at the end of the day. What will you do? What will you do? Sometimes we're just so young minded and we feel like we don't have any room to grow up. Or not even say that, not even to say that. We just feel like little kids. We still feel like little kids. So it's like it's not even to say it's hard to change, but we just don't be wanting to change. We just don't be wanting to change because it's like we're so stuck in our ways. We're so comfortable in this lifestyle that we live, and we just don't want it to change at all. But you got to pull yourself out of that cycle. You got to pull yourself out of that cycle because yeah, man, nobody else can do it for you unless you really want it. Unless you really want it to happen, nobody else is going to do it for you because a lot of these people out here, they just don't care. They don't care about you. They don't care about you. They'll fake it to your face and be like, "Oh man, don't do that. Don't do that to yourself." But behind closed doors, you really think they worried? You really think they worried? No. No. You must want freedom for yourself. So there's certain things that you got to do, certain sacrifices you got to make. You might have to stop hanging out at the parties. You might have to stop hanging around those people, knowing that they don't have your best interests at heart. Just because you want to be down a part of the crowd, you got to let that go. You got to let that go. Why are you so scared to just step out and be an individual and do what you got to do? Everybody wants to follow the crowd. Everybody wants to be a follower, but nobody wants to be a leader. Everybody claims that they're leaders, but what are they doing? What are they doing? They're all just doing the same thing that followers do. That's just facts. That's the only thing that's going on. Nobody's really being nobody's being an individual. Straight up. Straight up. But yeah, man, we just gotta stop complaining. That's a big one. You gotta stop complaining because yeah, you made the mistake, but you don't got to complain about it. You don't got to complain about it because when you complain, you're essentially trying to make yourself feel better about the bad things that you've done and about the slip ups and the mistakes that you made. You need to be direct with yourself and be real with yourself because a lot of people are not real with themselves. But when you actually sit yourself down and you get down to the root of the problem and you realize that you are the reason why good things don't happen, now you're making progress because now you can figure out what you need to do to save yourself. Now you can figure out what needs to be done to change your situation around, to change your scenario around. Because a lot of people, they be in the same cycle for years. I had some family members. This one of my cousins, he's just always going to jail. He's always going to jail. Mainly because of this woman that he messes with. He can't I guess he can't leave her alone, but he doesn't have his stuff in order. So he just puts himself in those situations. And ever since my aunt died, he's just always been, well, even before she died, he's always been going to jail. But she was the main one bailing him out. She was the main one bailing him out. But now that she's going, ain't nobody bailing that man out no more. That man is like 50 something years old. When you get to a certain point as a man, like in your life, a lot of people are just not going to care. So it's like if you don't want to change, if you don't want better for yourself, and if you just keep on making the same mistakes, then people just going to let you wallow in your failure. People just going to let you live with your frustration and all of your shortcomings. People just going to let you do you because you can't you can't force anybody to do anything that they don't want to do. So if a person doesn't want to be great, then you can't force them to be great. You can't force them to be great. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make that horse drink it. You can't make them drink it. You just can't. You just can't. You can do everything in your power, but if that horse doesn't want it for itself, if that horse is not thirsty, then hey, that water not getting drunk. It's not getting drunk. Straight up. Straight up. So it's like, yeah, man, when is the pain gonna stop? When are you gonna stop inflicting this pain upon yourself? When will it end? When will it end? And you just gotta stop being lazy as well. You gotta stop being lazy because a lot of I know we have procrastination problems, but we got to let the procrastination go. We got to let that go because procrastination, it doesn't do anything for you. If anything, it negates your growth. It negates your growth because you're wasting valuable time that you could be using to get closer to your goals. You may feel as though you want to use this time to spend it with all these other people and do all these extracurricular activities knowing that your life isn't in order, but it's really just not worth it. It's really just not worth it. You got to be smart with your time. You got to be. You got to be because you can't get it back. You can't get it back because later on down the line, you're going to look back and you're going to be like, bro, what was I doing? What was I doing? I could have been had my life situated. I could have been had everything that I wanted, but I wanted to play around. So now I got to work twice as hard while I'm older. No, no. And that will be something that I will not be saying when I get older because I'm trying to get everything together right now. I'm trying to get it all together right now. I feel like when you have this type of information, this type of knowledge, and this type of mindset, like as a young 20-year-old, because I'm 22. You guys know it's just my birthday, like a week ago. Fresh 22. You feel me? Like, bro, it feels like the whole world is just in your hands. Like you really got power. You really got power. And yeah, like your goals, it may not have fallen into place just yet. It may not have fallen into place just yet, but you know it's going to fall into place because you can see that vision. A lot of people, they can't see the vision, but that's okay. As long as you know where you're going, As long as you know what you're working towards, that's all that matters. Anything that you imagine, it can become a reality if you put enough work into it, if you work hard enough, if you train hard enough, you can make that happen. But it's all on you. It's really all on you. So a lot of times, yeah, I start to overthink. I'd be like, yo, what if everything I'm doing is just not gonna work out? But then another thought kicks in. It's like, but what if it does though? What if I just hit big on like one video? What if over time everything just goes up and I'm doing my thing? And I just get super pumped up and I'm like, oh yeah, we lit. We lit. I'm about to get right. I'm about to drop some more content. Cause I see the vision. I see the vision. A lot of these people out here, they don't gotta see the vision. They don't gotta see my vision because I see my vision. I believe in my vision. I know where I'm going. I know where I'm going. So I'm good. I can't really stress too much. I can't complain too much. All I could do is just thank God for the day and just keep on working. That's all I could do. We working OT. We working OT. I'm just trying to get it done. I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to be the best version of myself. I made enough mistakes in the past. I'm tired of hurting. I'm tired of feeling that pain. I already know what it feels like. So why would I put myself through it again? I already know what it feels like. So why would I put myself through it again, knowing that I don't have to go through it anymore? I experienced it before. So why would I go back, knowing how bad it was, knowing how dark it was, knowing how painful it was? Why would I go back? Why would I do it to myself? Why would I corrupt my soul again? Yes, Jesus Christ, he forgives us, but we don't got to keep on making the same mistakes. We don't got to keep on doing that. We just got to handle our business and do the right thing. Even if no one else does it, it still needs to be done. It's a tough job, but somebody has to do it. But yeah, man, I hope this video inspired you guys just to get better, learn from your past, and also just don't let the past like weigh you down because, yeah, whatever you did, you really can't change that, but you can change the things that you do in the future. You can change the way that you move in the future. You can change that. You can change that. Your actions. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Are you going to make it happen? How are you going to make it happen? When will you make it happen? That's what it's all about. But yeah, man, follow me on Instagram at grind_CJ27 and also follow my other Instagram, which is grind_life productions. And also follow me on TikTok, which is grind life productions as well. But with that being said, we signing out. Peace.